There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday Sweat Club. We are getting closer and closer to Christmas, which means a lot of us are probably feeling maybe a little hectic. Maybe some of us are already on vacation mode, which is why you're not in class live today, which is also awesome, right? Self-care. But today we'll be working with a few different parts of the body and with an intention that is just going to be all for you. So I encourage you today, as you move into this practice, to remember that this is your hour. So as we move, if there are things that you're like, I don't want to do that, I want to lay on my mat, lay on your mat. Listen to your body more than anything, especially at the end of the year, right? We're tired, it's been a long push. Let's transition into softness as we move into the end of December. Okay, let's get started. Come to your mats. And today we'll start in child's pose. So knees wide, toes together. And then bring your forehead down onto the mat. Reach your hands nice and long. Maybe if you would prefer, you could also take prayer hands, bend in your elbows, and bring your hands to the back of your neck. Once you settle in, allow your butt to drift down towards your heels, your chest to surrender to the floor. Then wiggle your jaw side to side. Maybe rock your head side to side a little bit, just becoming aware of the neck. Release any wrinkles you might have between your eyebrow or in your forehead. And really just ask yourself for the next 2 minutes or so to try to stay in this position, surrender completely to stillness. Take a breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Imagine you're fogging a mirror as you exhale. So take another breath. Open mouth, exhale. Last time, let's see how slowly you can exhale. Inhale. And let it go. Close your mouth. And my favorite, we'll do some box breath. Inhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty your breath at the bottom and hold. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty lungs. Hold at the bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold here. Take an extra sip of air. Fight the urge to exhale and just allow yourself to hover in this space. Tell your body to relax. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold at the bottom, empty lungs once more. Fight the urge to breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the nose. And come to a breathing pattern that you'd like to use during class. So it might be similar to our 6 count, maybe a little faster, maybe a little slower. If you know Ujjayi breath, you can constrict the back of your throat slightly now. On your next inhale, press into your fingertips. Lift your palms off the mat and your arms off the mat, so only your fingertips are on the ground. If your hands are behind your head, you can bring them out in front to reach with the rest of us. Then walk your fingertips over to the left-hand side. Push your right hip back and feel the right side of your body open. Release your forehead back down to the mat. Find your pattern of breath. This time of year, we characteristically are often looking for gifts for other people. We are making accommodations for other people. We are cooking for other people, cleaning. We're doing a lot to serve the people we love. But as I mentioned when we started class, I would like you today to set an intention of a gift that you would like to give yourself this holiday season. And now, if you really want, this can be a material gift, but maybe it's something different. Maybe you want to give yourself the gift of silence, to make time for quiet. Maybe you need to give yourself the gift of strength if your family situations are challenging. Find that intention. And then today we will move with that gift for you. On your next inhale, push the fingertips back into the mat. Walk the hands, bring the forehead to follow all the way over to the right side of the mat. Sink your left hip down, forehead comes back down to the mat. And now we'll cement the intention into our bodies with breath. So hold your intention in your mind. And as you inhale, imagine it extending all the way down to your heart. Exhale, it grows brighter. I like to imagine my intention maybe as light as a glowing ball. Inhale again. The intention extends from your mind to your heart. Maybe it extends down to your hips. Exhale, feel it grow brighter. Last time, inhale, your intention extends from your mind, your heart, your hips, your whole body is glowing with the warmth and idea of whatever your intention might be. And then exhale, imagine it growing brighter, extending throughout your body. Press into your fingertips, lift your forehead up, and know that you'll carry this with you as we move through class. Press the hands down into the mat and then inhale, pull into your palms, lift your hips up and forward. And we're coming to kind of a tabletop with child's pose legs. Exhale, sink your butt back into child's pose. Inhale, pull forward, lift yourself up. And I want the triceps and arms engaged. Exhale, butt goes back, child's pose. Last time, inhale, pull forward, lift up, up, up. Exhale, back, child's pose. Inhale once more, come up, and let's find tabletop position. So for tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, close your eyes, and let's move through some cat and cows. Drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, tilt your chin up towards the sky ever so slightly as you inhale, cow. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin, push into the hands, a big U in the upper back, or I guess it would be almost an N, right? Drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, gaze high, cow. Eyes open as you exhale, round cat. Again, forward, drop the belly. Feel your scapula pull together as you press into all 10 fingers, looking up. Exhale, round and tuck, cat. Inhale to center. And then curl your toes under. I have two options. So option one, the feet actually don't have to be curled under, and you can come to take a seat on your heels. Option two, toes curled under in our fabulous, famous, super happy broken toe pose. Before we move into a bit more tabletop, as I mentioned maybe to some of you before, we're going to be working on wrists today. So I'd like you to push your wrists out in front of you with your fingertips curling back as much as you can towards your forearm. And I'm going to come closer to the camera just so you can see my wrist. So I'm going to be pushing my heel of my hand forward, curling the fingers back, and see how far you can get the fingers back towards the forearm. Take a breath in. Exhale, flex them down. Inhale up. Maybe your toes are still curled under. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale back up. And then come forward, tabletop pose. Untuck your toes, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back. Look high, cow. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale, drop the belly, shoulders back. Cow. In our last cat, round through the spine and tuck. Curl your toes under once more, moving back into our broken toe pose if you can, and then curl the hands back. So you'll notice when I bring my hands to the camera, you can see that the bend in my wrists is a little more almost than 90 degrees, which is exactly what we want to have the strength to be able to do in tabletop. Now look at your own wrists. If your hands are here or here, when we put our hands on the ground, that means that when we move to this angle, we're in passive range if you can't bend your wrist that far. So if you're having trouble on the wrists in class today, I invite you to change the angle of the wrist slightly. So let's all come to, we can do it together first. Let's come to a little bit of a wider tabletop. So walk the hands in front, hug the elbows in, curl your belly in, and then lower down to your belly while we hug the elbows in. Notice the angle of the wrist is slightly less. Inhale, baby cobra. Press into the tops of the feet, roll your shoulders back, hug your elbows together, exhale, lower down. Curl the toes under, press yourself up to tabletop, exhale back to child's pose. Inhale forward, come on up, tabletop. We're gonna do the same angle as we lower down all the way to our bellies. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Last time, hug the elbows in. Curl the toes under, press yourself up, tabletop, and maybe this time butt back with the toes curled. Child's pose. Inhale forward, our tabletop angle, and then walk your hands even further forward. So we've got about, I don't know what degree this is, but if you look at my wrist, this is ideally the degree that we have when you push up and back into downward facing dog. Remember, if you're here, you're going to be closing the angle. So try to reach your chest back towards your thighs, bend into your knees, and then push your chest towards your thighs as you tilt your tailbone up to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, sink the heels down to the ground. Inhale, look forward. Again, nice big bend, and then tiptoe yourself up top of the mat and fold into Uttanasana. I'm going to remove my socks or I'm going to slip all over my mat. Let it go. Okay, let's take our feet hip width distance apart and then take your hands around the back of your neck. You can make a basket with your hands and then reach the hands to the back of your neck. Your thumbs will kind of go up the sides of your neck or even in your your trap muscles, right? You can kind of feel those with your thumbs. Then pull down gently with your hands as you lean forward into your Uttanasana to try to lengthen the upper neck, back, and spine. Option to stay here in this fold in stillness or sway side to side, maybe bend into one knee and then the other. Just see how it feels. And then start to bend into your knees so much that you can lay your thighs or your chest on top of your thighs. So feel that connection of chest to thigh, right?
Glue the chest and thighs together, and then try to straighten the legs, maintaining the chest on the thighs. And once you start to remove your chest from the thighs, I want you to stop and no longer straighten. Breath in. Exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Standard Uttanasana. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Feet are a bit wider, that's fine. Tuck your chin, squeeze your scapula together, and then exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down to the ground. Take a generous bend in your knees. Listen carefully. I want you to push your feet away from each other out to the sides of your mat. So your feet won't move, but you're going to feel the press. And as you do this, you should feel the outside muscles on your legs start to fire up. Then squeeze your glutes, squeeze your belly in, and roll up one vertebra at a time to standing. But continue to push into the legs and squeeze in the glutes, using the core to bring you up all the way until we're standing top of the mat, like it's the first time waking up in the morning. I'm a little bit more awake now. Tadasana, hands by the sides. Okay, inhale, sweep your hands high, look high. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, push the feet away from each other, bend into the knees, and roll yourself up once more, one vertebra at a time until you come all the way up to standing, hands by your sides, Tadasana. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, sweep the hands high, look high. We're going to keep moving. Exhale, fold through, heart center all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to tabletop pose. So I'll take a couple options. If you know your wrists never hurt in plank pose, you can do plank pose. If you find your wrists are hurting, you're going to find your tabletop. Again, walk it a handprint forward, and then we'll lower down together all the way to our bellies. 3, 2, 1. Chest to the ground. Push yourself back up. 1, 2, 3. Are we doing a push-up? Yes, we are. We're going to do one more. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. Push back up. 1, 2, 3. Curl your toes under if they're not already. Push your butt back and then up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in and a breath out. Inhale, look forward. Bend in your knees. Tiptoe your way as per usual, top of the mat until we meet in Uttanasana. This time, take your feet together. So big toes touch, sliver of space between the heels, and fold. Notice if this challenges your balance a little bit, I'd like you to rock your weight forward into your toes, and then you rock your weight over to the left, rock your weight into your heels, and over to the right. So let's just make a circle in one direction. Keep going the same way, one more circle. And then we'll change it, come to your toes, maybe lift your heels briefly, lower the heels down, come to the left, or sorry, the right, back, left, forward. Great, let's do it again. Right, back, left, forward. Just kind of toying with the balance and then release. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. So we'll find this T shape ideally in the body, right? I'm lifting up a little bit higher than I normally would because I'm going to ask you to bring your hands to your hips. So find this T shape with your hands to your hips and then make a micro bend in your knees. Actually, a little bit bigger than a micro bend. I just want you to bend so you can feel your hamstrings start to fire up. Now push your feet away from each other. Feel the outside of your legs once more fire. And then inhale as you push your feet away, come to standing, hands stay on the hips. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep the hands high, press the palms. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, bring it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step yourself back, and come to your knees once more. So we're going to set up for a side plank. And when I say side plank, we're doing the regress version to start. Then we might get there eventually, right? That's how we always warm up. So what I'm going to ask you to do is kickstand your right leg out to the side. If you take a look at my right leg, boop, I'm going to kickstand it out to the side. Shift the weight over into my right hand, and then my left foot will come back to the outside edge of the foot. You can kind of stay in play here, Or once you feel ready, you can reach that hand up to the sky and look high. So we've got our supported side plank here. Now, if this feels easy for you, I want you to take your right shoulder and roll it down and back so our scapula are actually hugging together. Notice how my shoulder is away from my ear as I reach up. Option to stay here and just find this balance, right? I want you to take 3 breaths. Imagine a little bit of a back bend as you push your chest forward, or option to press firm into the left foot and hover the right knee slightly for 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee down if it's up. Everyone on an exhale is going to sweep down, come back to your tabletop pose, and then we'll kick it into the opposite side. So the left foot will create the kickstand out. The right foot will reach back, and then you can push your weight into your left hand, reach the right hand high. Roll the shoulder back and reach through the wrist. Now, because we're early in class, if you're lifting the knee, I really want you engaging in the arm. Otherwise, imagine the chest pushing forward. You're almost in a little bit of a back bend and choose to feel the weight into that wrist. If it's feeling like a lot, remember the cue, right? We're actually going to bring the wrist slightly forward so the angle is less. 3, 2, 1. Knee down, hand down, knees come together. Curl your toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. Tiptoe one toe at a time to the top of the mat and release in Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit your butt back, take your arms wide, press yourself up to standing, look high. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands by your sides, and then bring the hands to the hips rather than Tadasana. Okay, shift your weight over into your right leg. This is one of those poses that I want to be more about working out the side of the muscle than balance. So if you want, you can find a wall to help you balance. So your weight's in your right leg, ideally. Then lift the left leg out to the side and squeeze through the glute. So find your end range, but notice I don't want your hip up here. I want the hips down. And so as soon as you reach your end range, you should feel that glute on the outer edge start to fire. Take a breath in, and then we'll pulse little baby pulses here. What are we doing? We're powering up for our peak pose. Believe it or not, plank isn't just like sticking our legs into things or side plank. It's actually about engaging all these muscles to support us as we kind of create a rainbow with the body. And we'll get into that more. 3, 2, 1. Release both feet together. Keep the hands on the hips. Inhale. Exhale. All right, shift your weight over, opposite side, reach the foot out, toe can stay here, or we lift. But notice if the hip comes up, no, the hip does not come up. The hip stays down. You find that end range, and I want your glute to feel like it's almost going to cramp. So once you found it, you do little baby pulses, right? Little baby pulses. You should feel that. And if it's too easy, then you're moving too much. I want little movements. 3, 2, 1. Release, hands on the hips. Breath in. Exhale, hands by your sides, breath out, adding on. Inhale, sweep the hands high, clasp your hands together and squeeze your biceps into your ears. So you reach up and find the length in the body, right? Let's shift your weight over into the right leg. Left leg comes out to the side. Then start to lift and find that lift. Okay, so notice if your left hip is creeping up, put it back down, and then we kind of find a rainbow in the opposite direction. You'll lean over to the right. Yes, keep squeezing. Don't release the arms. 3, 2, imagine shoulders parallel with the wall in front of you. 1. Inhale back to center, release the foot down to the ground. Keep the clasp of the hands, but switch it out. So you just want to switch and hold your hands the opposite way. Inhale, lengthen. First, we reach the foot out. Then we remember our hips aren't going to move, but we will lift the foot. Find your end range. Squeeze and hold. And exhale over to the left side. Notice my side bend. Notice my biceps and by my ears. Yours are going to be there too. I want you to squeeze as tight as you can. Keep the foot lifted at your end range. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center, feet together. Exhale, fold forward, draw a line down the wall in front of you and release in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank or tabletop. We'll lower down together. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes under, press yourself up, tabletop together, guys, and then walk yourself back, either broken toe pose or a seat on the heels. Now, you're going to bring your wrists out in front of you. Once more, flex the fingers back towards the forearms, and then push your pinkies out to the side without rotating your wrist to the sky. So it's going to just look like this. But make sure that the top of your arm stays towards the ceiling. Then rotate the wrist inward. Top of the arm stays toward the ceiling. Point your fingers down. Great. Point your fingers up. Lean, 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 lean forward. Come to your downward facing dog, curling up and back. Breath in. And a breath out. Another breath in. And out. All right, inhale that right leg high. Pull your left hip back in space so your hips are even. I don't care how high your right foot is. I care about how even your hips are. Take another breath and lengthen the leg backwards. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right tricep. Try to hug it up and in as high as you can get it. Then inhale the right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Try to hug, twist, keep equal weight in the shoulders and wrists. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, sweep the foot through and let's bring it to the outside of the right hand. So we've got a little bit of a lizard lunge. Back knee can come down to start. So with the right foot to the outside of the right hand, this allows us a little bit more room within the shoulders and chest. I want you to push the knee into the tricep rather than allowing it to fall out. Push your left hip flexor down to the ground. So ideally, maybe close your eyes and be like, body, chill out. This is the gift I'm giving you today, right? I want you to find the passive stretch to begin. Feeling the opening of the hip flexor, the surrender in the hips. I can tell when I've been sitting a lot, when I do this pose, because I almost feel like I'm hanging on. So where can you let go? Breath in and a breath out. Another breath in and out. All right, curl your back toe under, maybe lift your leg and straighten through the back leg. Hold the pose for another breath in and out. Breath in. As you exhale, push your knee into your tricep. Maybe lift up through the hips slightly. See if you can lift the right foot before you step back, downward facing dog. Breath in and out. All right, opposite side. Inhale the left leg high. Remember, I do not care how high your left leg is. I care about how closed your hips are because we want to stretch in that right hamstring, the back of the right leg. Inhale once more. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Hug it up, 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 up. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Hug it under, 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 under. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, sweep it through and step to the outside of the left hand with control. Back knee comes down to start, and this is where I ask you to close the eyes and we surrender, right? Shut your mind down. Focus only on the release of the hip. And can you allow your breath to be that vehicle to carry you? So with every exhale, where can you relax more? The gift that you're giving to yourself, both strength and surrender. Breath in.
Breath out. Another breath in. Keep that left knee in towards the tricep. Breath out. All right, curl the back toe under. Maybe you lift the back knee up and we have another inhale. Exhale, hold and stay. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the knee to the tricep, maybe slightly lift the hips, round through the upper spine, lift the foot, and step back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Push the hands into the mat away from you. Breath out. Inhale, look forward, tiptoe your way up, top of the mat, and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit your butt back, take your arms wide, press yourself up to standing, and then exhale, hands by your sides, shake your wrists out. Quite a bit of work on our wrists, as that is our intention today. And then hands come back, Tadasana pose. Now make fists with your hands. If you have nails, you can actually wrap your thumb on the inside and your hands around on the outside. Push your fists down. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. So your core is up and in, and I'm just pushing. Now take a breath in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, slowly draw a line across your right collarbone. Open the throat. Tilt the head back. Gaze to the sky, and then exhale, draw a line across your left collarbone. Come forward. Inhale up, gaze up. Exhale, tuck the chin, draw a line over across the left collarbone. Tilt the head back. Exhale, bring the chin over to the right side, draw a line across the right collarbone, and then inhale up to center. Release your hands, maybe shake out the energy you created in the fists if you were squeezing as hard as I was, because I can't help myself. And then let's take the feet a little bit wider than they would normally. So step your feet wider than your hips. Bring your hands to your hips. Stick your butt back. I want you to imagine internal rotation of the thighs. So our thighs are rolling in. And if you think about that, right? Think about rolling your thighs in, your butt automatically sticks back. So roll the thighs in, bring your butt back, and then we're going to come to that T pose, but with a bit of an up dog in the chest. And as you do this, continue thinking internal rotation of the thighs. Push the feet out to the side, pull the core up and in, and you're really supported. If you look, I'm like up dog in the chest, right? Roll the shoulders back, continue to press, and then on your next breath in, come to standing. So we're going to move with this hinging movement. Move with movement, that is what we're doing indeed. But I want you to keep the awareness in the glutes and the thighs. So exhale here. Draw a breath in. As you exhale, roll the thighs in, butt back, chest forward. Imagine up dog in the chest. Inhale up, push the feet away from each other as you rise up. Squeeze the glutes on the top. Exhale, butt back, thighs roll in. Inhale, thighs roll out, push the feet away from each other, come to standing. Last time. Exhale, thighs roll in, butt back. Now keep your chest like this as much as you can. Release the arms, and they're probably going to be hanging in the air, right? So the arms can just hang below you. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bend in the knees and lower yourself into an Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your feet back together. Plant your hands down, bend in your knees, and then just step yourself into a tabletop pose. Knees can come down and we'll lower together. 3, 2, 1. Push yourself right back up. 1, 2, 3. Curl the toes under, up and back, downward facing dog. Moving right out of it. Inhale, look forward, tiptoe your way, top of the mat, Uttanasana, and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend in the knees, huge bend. Step your right foot back. So right foot comes back, spin the back heel down, and then inhale up, warrior 2.
And as you're in Warrior Two, it's our first one of the day. So the idea is to take this right thigh and roll it out to the side. Sink yourself down and into the left leg, but push the left knee out as the arms are nice and long. Gaze into the front. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. And we're actually going to hold in the reverse warrior here. Reach the hand down the thigh. Maybe you gaze up, but what I care about more is this idea of lifting up out of the torso and check in with your right side. If you feel like you're dumping into that side, imagine lifting up and over through the right side. Once again, we're mimicking what our torso is actually going to do on the ground when we do a side plank posture. 3, 2, 1. Exhale back, warrior 2. Breath in. Exhale, windmill the hands down, frame the foot, and then bend into the back knee. You might have to hop 1, 2, 15, 20 times, or step yourself forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, big bend in the knee. And then we're going to step the left foot back, spin the back heel down, and then you'll come up once more, warrior 2. So find your warrior 2 pose. Hands can start on the hips if you like. Maybe you grab the thighs, roll the thighs out physically because we have external rotation of the thighs, then sink down into the front knee, reach your hands nice and long. Maybe gaze forward. Breath in. Stay here, breath out. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Look high. And then we check in with the side body, right? So I want you as low as you can get in your legs, as strong as you can get in your legs, but in the left side, are you dumping? Instead, imagine lifting up and over in the left side as that right hand reaches high and you look up. Your core should be like belly button pulling up and in, right? To support us. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. You'll take it back to warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep the hands down. Frame the foot. Take the back heel up off the mat, bend to the back knee, 1, 2, or 20 hops, come to forward fold, top of the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, bend into your knees super generously, step your right foot back once more. Spin the back heel down. Are we being repetitive? No, you might think we are, but instead you're going to come up and straighten the front leg. We're coming to triangle pose. So find the front leg straight, then tick tock forward, lean, and bring your left hand to the inside of the left leg. You might be here. This is triangle. This is fine here. Or you might work yourself down until the hand is to the inside of the ankle. But one of the challenges of this pose is really rolling the chest out to the side as you push and look up. Back leg is straight and strong. Then imagine, again, that the left side of your torso is lengthening. This left side is getting longer and trying to pull in to support you for 3, 2, 1. Now bend into the bottom knee. Inhale up, warrior 2. Reach the hands long. Sink low, 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 because you can. Pull your feet together, and I want you to feel the pull of the engagement. Uddiyana Bandha, your pelvic floor is up and in. Take a breath in and out. Another breath in. And exhale, sweep the hands down, frame the foot, back heel off the mat. You've been here before. Option 1, 2, or 20. Step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold at the top of your mat. Let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend in the knees, plant the hands. We're moving right into the other side. Step the back foot back all the way up and come to triangle pose. So the front leg is straightened. Back heel is about at a 45-degree angle, maybe a little less. Push the left hip back in space, then reach forward. Hand can come to the inside of maybe the ankle or even here, right? Anywhere on this leg, as long as you're pushing your leg into your hand, your ankle into your hand, lifting up through the torso and gaze at the front or the top hand. Ideally, your shoulders are parallel with the wall that's in front of you. Hold and breathe. 3. Core in and strong. 2. 1. Bend into the bottom knee. Inhale up. warrior two pose. Sink it low, cause you can. Straight through that back leg. Breath in and out. Another breath in and out. Last time, you got it. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep the hand down, frame the foot, back heel up off the mat, bend into the back knee, step, 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 or hop. Forward fold, top of the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step yourself back, lower your knees down to the ground. Kick your right foot out to the side as a kickstand. Left foot comes back, and let's do side plank supported once more. Option knee down or knee up. We will hold together and breathe. Core in 3, 2, and 1. If the knee's up, release it down. If the hand's up, we release it down, and we'll swap to the opposite side. So come to your tabletop, use the left foot as a kickstand over, reach the right foot back, and then find that lift in the torso. Gaze up at your top hand. Option to just hold here, maybe lift the bottom knee. We hold and breathe together for 3, 2, and 1. If the knee's up, bring the knee down. If the hand's up, bring the hand down. Come back to your tabletop pose. Inhale, walk the hands a handprint forward. Exhale, we lower down. 3, 2, 1. Push back up. 1, 2, 3. Curl your toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in. And a breath out. Inhale your left leg high. Pull the right back, hip back in space. Yes, we're starting with the left. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, hook it under. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, sweep the foot to the outside of the hand and set up with this low lunge. So the left foot is going to be to the outside, just like we did before. This time the knee is up off the mat. To start, I want you to push the knee into the tricep into the knee. Feel engaged in the hands and wrists, so you're actually pushing your fingers down into the mat. Now, we're going to move into our side plank from here. You're going to hold this while I explain. So you just hang out here. You're going to hang out here all day. Here are the two options. Option 1, and don't do it with me, remember you're holding, is going to be to push into the hands and just lift, spin, and come to your side plank, foot up or foot down. Option 2, which I think is going to be more accessible for most people, is you're going to come from here, lower the back knee down, then try and make your little kickstand with the knee, push your butt back, and step the foot back into your side plank. So you've been holding for a while. Let's do it together. I'm going to lead the second option. The first option, you just press and lift, right? So everybody's here. Those who are coming with the back knee down, lower the back knee down, make your little side kick, push into the hand, squeeze through the core, lift the foot up and back, and then reach the hand high. We will hold together in whatever version of the pose you've chosen for 3. Strong and tall. Roll your right shoulder under to support you for 2. And 1. Back to center. We're going to come out the same way we came in. So hands come down to the ground, and then we'll all step our left foot to the outside of the hand. If you have the back knee up, that's a little bit harder, isn't it? Lift the back leg, push the knee into the tricep into the knee, lift the foot first, and then push back. Downward facing dog. Breath in. And out. Another breath in. And out. Okay, lift the right leg high, left hip back in space, reach the foot long. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, sweep the foot through, step it to the outside of the right hand, hopefully more graceful than I just did it. And then we hang out here for a little bit. So This time I'm going to demo what we can do if you're not putting your knee down, right? So those of you who aren't putting the knee down, ideally you might push into the hands and maybe hug the knee into the shoulder first, then slowly rotate little by little, lifting, eventually extending the leg. But notice, no matter what we're doing in this pose, we've got this big rainbow of a torso, right? So focus on imagining that your torso is more reaching up and over. Here we go. Everyone moving together. Remember, back knee can come down and you might create the kickstand, or back knee up. Try to hug the knee into the tricep, lift the foot, and then slowly step back into your side plank. Maybe the foot stays high. Maybe you challenge yourself by looking at your hand. Remember, we're all in this together, those lifted torso. Hold and breathe for 3, 4, 2. Keep lifting, belly button in for 1. And then exhale, everyone's hands come down. Step your right foot back to the outside of the right foot. Or the right hand, that's what we meant. Now, we'll all meet here. If your knee is down, lift your knee back up. Try to hug the knee into the tricep. Lift, push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend into your knees. Take them wide, big toes touch. Exhale, push your butt back. Child's pose. Breath in and out. Returning to your intention. What is the gift you are giving yourself today? Another breath in and out. All right, inhale, pull yourself back up to tabletop. We are going to try that one more time on each side, a little bit less probably of a long hold. I want you to be able to play with it a bit more. So one of the things to consider before we move in is inside plank. If you feel this pressure on your wrist, right? We've done a lot of work on the wrist today. You can bring the hand pretty far forward and have the alignment a bit more like this. If it feels comfortable, you can get a little closer to here. No matter what you've chosen, if your shoulder is into your ear, that's a no-no. We want the shoulder away, but also you are going to externally rotate and roll the shoulder back so the scapula squeeze together. If that doesn't make sense, I'll cue it once more. Maybe you will get it. Bring your hands to the ground. Press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Like I said, moving a little fast. We're just going to try it one more time. No judgment. Have fun with it. And just listen to your body. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. And then this time, just step the left foot to the outside of the hand. Remember, option knee or up or knee down. On this side, I'm cueing knee down. If your knee is up, you can go crazy and go for it. Press into the hands. Lift the butt slightly and then lift the foot back, coming to your side plank. Now take a look at my arm. I'm going to rotate the shoulder under so the chest is forward and I'm almost arching through that upper back as I lift up. If you are inside plank standard, maybe you want to reach the foot higher, higher, higher. Maybe you want to play with bringing the knee into the chest and squeezing. Maybe you want to reach for the big toe and reach it towards the ceiling. A million different options. All of them, okay, because what do I care about? That you're having fun. That's all that matters. Breath in. And then we will all come out together. Right hand or left hand down, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lift the back knee up. Press the knee into the tricep, up and back, downward facing dog. We've got one more side. Breath in. And out. Inhale, come forward. Right knee to right tricep. Exhale, lift the foot up and back this time. Extend it. Just prepping with plank. Okay, inhale, right knee to right tricep. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand. Knee up or knee down, I do not care which, but push into the palms, round through the upper spine. Lift the foot up and around to the side. So option 1, feet together. Maybe the knee is down. Rainbow of the torso, roll the left shoulder back, shoulder blades squeeze together, push your chest forward. Imagine this is a heart opener, right? And then reach long through the arms. Maybe you hover this back toe if you have your knee down. 3, 2, and 1. Everybody come down together. Bring your right hand to the ground. And then we'll step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Hug the knee into the tricep. Curl the back toe under if it's not already. Pick the foot up and then push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward, plank pose. Lower the knees down. Sit your butt down on the ground. Reach your hands by your sides, feet out in front of you, and shake out the wrist. Congratulations. Great work, everyone. Trying something new. And encouraging you to remember this wrist cue. Always you can reduce the angle for safety and comfort, right? Bring your hands to your thighs and let's just shut down the eyes, sitting in staff pose, coming back to equilibrium, back to our body, our intention. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. This time you can round. I know a lot of times I cue flat back only, but if you just like to round into this posture, let your hands surrender. If you're craving and you want to pull yourself down, that's fine too. But I encourage you to move with compassion instead of ego, asking your body, what do you need as we start to shut down the practice today? With every exhale, can you pull your belly button in a little bit more and see if you're able to deepen the fold ever so slightly? Breath in and out. Relax your head, relax your neck, relax your jaw. Hands can come down to the ground by your sides. And I want you to roll up. So starting with your low back, round through the low back, the mid back, and then you'll pull your core in to lift you up to staff pose, hands by your sides. Breath in and out. All right, hands stay here. Inhale, lift your right foot up. Exhale, draw your right knee into your chest with your foot still hovering, and then rotate your right knee out to the side. And we're coming to a figure 4, right? The foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. You can use your hand to get it there if you weren't able to in that movement pathway that we just took. And then inhale, hands up. Now we'll take the one-legged. Exhale, fold. We'll be here just for 3 breaths. So inhale with me. Exhale, try to bring your forehead to your shin. Inhale again. Exhale, pull your left hip back in space and try to push your right knee down. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Continue that movement, left hip back, right knee down, fold. Exhale. All right, push into your left heel with your strength, your core. Lift both your hands up to the sky. And then we're just going to switch it out. So lift your right knee up into your chest. Then reach the foot long, hover it next to the left. Release. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Draw the knee into the chest. Hover the foot. Get it as close as you can to your butt. Then foot comes to the inner thigh as you rotate out. Breath in, option to always take the hand to help you out. Exhale, fold forward. Release. Inhale. Exhale, forehead to the shin. Inhale. Exhale, push your right hip backwards, your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, keep pushing the forehead towards the shin. Exhale, hip back, knee down, strong through the legs. Inhale, push into the right foot, lift your hands high, keep your palms up. And then exhale, try to lift the right foot and right knee up, squeeze it into your chest. Release the foot forward to hover and down. Oh, exhale, hands by your sides. Let's take one more fold. Now that we did our first fold, side to side, back, inhale, hands up, and then see if you can get any deeper this round as you fold forward. Maybe you can reach your hands a little bit more further forward. Just notice any differences as you take a slow breath in and out. Again, breath in and out. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Push into your heels and then lift yourself back up. Reach the hands high, palms face each other. Exhale, hands by your side. Scoot your butt forward. And this time we're going to skip core because I said we can. Yeah. Lay all the way down on the mat. Come down to the ground. Reach both feet long, palms face up. And then because this is your hour and this class is really about you, I mean, they all are, let's be honest, but that's our focus today. I invite you to end with whatever postures your body is calling for. You can do whatever you want. Maybe you're moving straight to Shavasana, but I'll also give a few suggestions. If you wanted to do a happy baby, you could move into that. If you're looking for a bridge pose, you could lift the hips up high. Maybe a side to side twist would feel good in the spine. We haven't done a ton of twisting today. Or maybe you'd like a plow pose to shoulder stand. Whatever feels right for you. I'm going to twist because that feels right to me. I'll tell you when we're about halfway through. One of those all too rare opportunities in life where we ask ourselves, what do you want? What do you need? And hopefully we can begin to integrate this into our lives more, especially around the holidays, right? What do you want and what do you need? We're about halfway done, so if you are twisting, move from one side into the other in however you would like. And if you would like to do one more pose and you're doing something else, by all means, take that final pose. Allow your breath to carry you through these last few moments of class. And then when you're ready, you can move into your Shavasana. Take time coming out of whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you're already in Shavasana and you just want to shut the laptop and go to sleep. That's fine too. But let's take up some space today. So reach your feet long and then widen them a bit wider than you would normally have them. Maybe they're even off the mat if your floor is not too cold. Palms can be face up. Shut your eyes down. And then, as always, release through the jaw. Open your mouth and kind of wiggle it side to side to make sure your jaw knows that now is not a time for working. It's a time for surrender. Maybe wrinkle your nose, wrinkle your forehead, and then take a deep breath in. Come back to your intention. What is it that you are giving yourself and sigh it out?
2 more like that. Breath in, open mouth, exhale. Last one. Feel that intention and share it with the world. Close your mouth. Allow your breath to return to its regular pattern and surrender into Shavasana. If you would like to stay here in Shavasana, you can stay for as long as you like. But if you're ready to move out of the practice, you can come with me by first just taking a deep inhale and an exhale. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rock your head side to side. Another opportunity to open your jaw. Maybe move through the hips. And then when you feel ready, you can roll over onto your favorite side using your arm as a pillow into fetal pose. Take a moment to thank yourself in this posture for all of the strength, the compassion that you showed, and also just for making 1 hour of a day just for you. What a wonderful gift to give yourself just that. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat facing any direction. And then once you're there, you can bring 2 hands to heart center or maybe 2 hands over your heart, feeling the warmth of your palms. And for one more brief moment, just imagine that gift, your intention radiating over your heart center. And know that it doesn't have to be Christmas for us to give ourselves gifts. But the holidays are a wonderful time to remind us how important it is to make time for self care. So feel that intention. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. 2 more times as we reunite our breath. Breath in. Exhale, release. Last time. Inhale. Maybe smile, open mouth, exhale as you let it go. Thumbs can come to your third eye, center of your forehead. Thank you all for joining me. Happy Sunday. Namaste. Great work, everyone. I will see you next Sunday for the Sunday Sweat Club. I'm really looking forward to it. I will be in Canada, so that's going to be exciting. I can show you some snow, and I'll be in the same time zone as a lot of you, so that's fun as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope you make plenty of time for yourself this week, and I will see you soon.